It's a fictional character who was kind of an alter ego for the Charlie character in this. And it's 1971 St. Patrick. It's a second-person fictional memoir. Forgot to mention. You're on your way to school one morning and decide to stop at Ralston's on Avenue L for a yoo-hoo. When you turn the corner on 95th Street, you see a bunch of bullies harassing a fair-haired kid about your own age. He's swinging a heavy backpack wildly before they trip into the sidewalk and start spraying him with spit. You recognize one of them from a prior fight you had at the high school. He's one of a group of local delinquents who have claimed the avenue for themselves, except they usually hang out there after hours. Watching them spit on the fair-haired kid as he protects his backpack is too much. It affronts your sense of justice, and it's the perfect opportunity to avenge your cowardice 6 years earlier when you did nothing while a kid on your block fought to save his bike from a thief. You get involved, shoving the one you recognize away before a brief exchange of fisticuffs. It ends when a hardware store owner comes out with a baseball bat and tells the bullies to get lost. The leader of the gang makes a few threats, and you yell out your home address in case he's interested in continuing the fight some other time. The store owner tells you the fair-haired kid to come inside for a few minutes until the cops arrive. He's already called them. Hearing the cops are on the way, you and the fair-haired kid take off. Gave him your address, eh? He says. That was pretty fucking dumb. Your eyebrows furrow. Perplexed, he says. Excuse me? You're not very smart, are you? Hey, fuckface, I was the one getting spit on. Fuckface isn't. You heard me. The fair-haired kid smiles. What, you say? You remind me of somebody, he says with a put-on Irish accent. Except you're an idiot. And you're welcome, you say. I didn't ask for your help, did I? You roll your eyes. He smacks you off the stomach and holds out his hand. The name's Patrick. Patrick Cogan. St. Patrick to you. St. Patrick. The one and only. And how's that? I'll tell you some other time, when I can trust you, if I can trust you. Let's say we get something to eat in the meantime. Half an hour later, instead of being in math class, you're both eating bagels on a bench on the Canarsie Pier. Jamaica Bay is calm. The sun bounces sparkles of light off the water. It is one of the miracles of nature that will always require your immediate attention. St. Patrick must not feel the same way. Hey, numbnuts, he says. The hell are you staring at? You motion with your head toward the water, but he obviously doesn't see what you're seeing. Idiot, he says. You ignore the comment and ask where he lives. He motions behind him. Bayview Projects, he says. Just moved there from the projects on Ralph Avenue. Why'd those clowns pick on you? He points to the backpack. Books. Huh? I had one out, checking the return date. The books are from the library. They must have seen I had books and figured out it was an easy target. You were. He flips you the bird. You ask him what school he goes to. Tilden, he says. Why there? We used to live on Linden Boulevard before Ralph Avenue. You a cop at all the questions? You move a lot, you say. You're a fucking detective, he says. How old are you? 15. Me too. And your name, you rude prick? You smile. Charlie. Charlie Stella. I should have known, he says. A guinea. Now it makes sense. You flip him the bird. He winks at you before flipping two back, and a friendship is born. Just so you know, literally today, he's still scratching on his